Hey guys, how you doing? How you been? And welcome back to my domain that is my channel. So, happy Valentine's Day and happy Black History Month. Valentine's Day is this week. So do you guys have plans? I don't have a lot of plans, but I will be, later on in the video, I'm going to show you my outfit that I'm going to wear for Valentine's Day. And I'm going to talk about some other things that have been brought to my attention. And by my attention, I mean from the internet. But yeah. So today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite anime shows that is a great representation of Black people, and that is Michiko and Hatchin Anime Edition. And this is going to be part 1, and I will film a part 2 tomorrow on like some of my favorite like anime shows that represent like Black people in a positive way. But yeah, I'm running out of ideas to make videos because next month will be here before you know it, and that's Women's History Month. I think I'm gonna talk mostly about women in anime because there are some badass anime female characters in anime. But yeah, let's talk about Michiko and Hatchin. This isn't a review video. This is just me talking about one of my favorite anime shows. But yeah, so Michiko and Hatchin came out in 2008, but in Japan, but it made its way into the US in 2013. Now, I was in high school when I first saw this anime. And the only representation that I saw of Black people in anime was Cowboy Bebop. Now, if you've ever seen or heard of this anime show, you should know this anime show because number one, it's a classic, and two, everybody and their mom and grandma have probably seen this show. So, Michiko and Hatchin, I started watching it in 2013, 2014. I pretty much watched this anime all throughout my high school years. And the main two characters, they're both females. One of them is an adult woman. That's Michiko Melandro, which is the voice of Monica Rial. Monica Rial is actually, I believe she's Latino or Mexican American, or I believe she's, I don't know, I think she's Latino or Mexican, but yeah, she's the voice of Michiko Melandro, and the only female character in anime history to be half Black, half Latino, which I'm not surprised Monica would play this character, considering she has a background in being either a Latino or a Mexican woman. I believe her dad is Mexican. I'm not sure, but I could always, do some research. So Monica Rial is the voice of Michiko. And when I first found out that it was her, I could not recognize her voice. Like, I could not recognize it was her. I thought it was somebody else. But then I saw the credits, and it was like, oh, Monica Rial is the voice of MJ. Not MJ, Michiko. I was like, what? She's the voice of Michiko? What the hell? I was in shock. I was like, no fucking way. But yeah, Michiko Melandro is played by the amazing, talented Monica Rial. And then you have Jade, who is the voice of Hatchin, aka Hana. And they go on this road trip adventure-esque thrill ride to find Hatchin's deadbeat dad, Hiroshi, Michiko's ex-lover. To be honest, I don't really like Hiroshi. I think Michiko could have done better with somebody else. You know? He seemed like a garbage human being. But I like how this is centered around two female characters, and one of them being a Latino, half black, half Latino woman. And she's the only character like that in anime history. Also, there's another character, Suko Jackson, who is another black female character. Michiko and Suko, they have a weird relationship. She often has mixed feelings about Michiko. I believe there is some queerness within their relationship. I've seen this anime so many times, I could easily tell. There might be some queerness to their relationship, but it's a possibility that it wasn't explored in the anime, but I can tell something was there. Speaking of queer people, there is one character, I think there's at least a couple characters in here, or maybe one or two if I remember, that's queer characters. She has a friend named Yvonne. I recognize the voice actor of Yvonne anywhere, and Yvonne is a queer character, and I love that. But yeah, I love Yvonne. He's Michiko's friend. So yeah, Michiko, she's pretty much like an outlaw, but she's not but it's not a stereotype version of a black person breaking out of prison. It's more of it's a road trip type anime, but they do meet up and split apart in certain episodes. Also, we get to see what they're like as individuals and as characters when they're together and when they're not together. What do they do as individuals, or if they're on their own time? I really do love this anime. This anime is very popular, especially among anime fans of different racial backgrounds. This anime has such good representation for all people of different racial and cultural backgrounds. Considering this anime is set in different countries or different parts of Brazil. I want to say this is set in Brazil because it looks like it's set in Brazil. But yeah, shout out to the Japanese creators, the person who wrote the show. I believe this show is written by a woman, if I remember correctly. It is either written or directed by a woman. I believe so. I'm gonna have to do some research. But I love this show so much. And it's about time somebody figured out, this is how black people should be represented in anime. Again, Cowboy Bebop is another good example, but this one I think does it a little better. And like I said, Monica Rial is the voice of Michiko. I believe she is half Mexican or half Latino herself. I will be doing some research. But I'm used to Monica and her voice being high-pitched and kind of childlike. She has played adult characters in anime, but I was not expecting that to be her. But yeah, I love this anime so much. If you have not watched it or if you've heard of it, let me know in the comments below. Um, uh, what else do I want to say? I'm not going to talk about the whole Obama situation. Like, everybody knows about it. Obama's not doing anything wrong to anybody, and he's been talking shit about Obama for years. Like, some people who are like that, they're jealous, okay? They're jealous. They're not just homophobic or racist or sexist. They're jealous to see other people be successful. They don't want to see other people do good in the world or shine or be their best. Like, we deserve to have a good life. We deserve to do better in life too. Everybody deserves to do better and be better in life. It doesn't matter what your racial background is. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or what your sexual background is. We all deserve better in life. And if you don't agree with that, then your ass is probably just like him. You're a product of the environment you grew up in. All it takes is one negative influence and you're brainwashed for life. You can be so brainwashed that you don't even know who you really are anymore before all that happened to you. And it's a possibility they've never had love in their life. Like, can you imagine being that person? All you know is hate, and you take it out on everybody? Like, I feel sorry for people like that, guys. I really do, because if someone were to say something like that to me to my face, I would probably laugh at your ass, and then give you a hug, and then say, you probably know nothing else but hate and not love. And then I would just give you another hug and say, oh, God might forgive you, but if you want me to forgive you, you're going to have to change your ways. But you guys voted for this person. This is what you have to deal with. And when shit hits the fan, and it's going to hit, you're the ones that are going to suffer for it, because he's going to blame other people. He's possibly going to blame you guys. But I feel sorry for people like that. I really do. Nicki Minaj, I never did like her. To be honest, she's not really that much of a good rapper. And when's the last time she put out music? Like, I think she's doing all this supporting Trump the way she is. Like, she's doing more for him than the Republicans. Like, she's doing their job. I think she's doing all this for attention, for publicity, and for money. Because from what I've heard on the internet, she was, like, struggling financially at one point. I just find that to be weird, and that's funny to me, because one minute you say this man's evil, and then the next minute you're supporting him. Like, girl, don't act like this doesn't affect you, because you're afraid that people are going to see right through you and see the person you really are. A fake and a fraud. You lost all of your fans, including your diehard fans. Cardi B was the one person who called her out on all of it. And then people started speaking out. I remember one person that worked with her, he said, she's the most toxic human being I've ever met. And I believe that. I never did like Nicki Minaj, you guys. She seemed like the type of person that would do anything for attention and for money and for publicity. Like, girl, you already have all that. You've been famous since you started your career in, what, the early, mid-2000s? You already have all that. Like, are you that desperate? Are you really that desperate for attention and money and publicity? But, like I said, I think she's doing all that for publicity. She's a good actress. You know, she's a good actress putting on an act, because she doesn't want people to see her for who she really is. I feel sorry for her parents. If she were my daughter, I would disown her ass. you were a child in the U.S. as an immigrant growing up, and your parents are immigrants. Like, no. I would disown you if she were my daughter. I don't really think she's a good rapper, to be honest. She to me is like, she's not on the same level as Lil' Kim, because Lil' Kim to me is like the OG like female rapper, and Foxy Brown. Also, most of her fans are LGBTQ, and our idiot of a president is not for LGBTQ people. Like I said, guys, if you are homophobic, you are probably in the closet about your own sexuality, and you're hiding behind excuses like discrimination and religion. But yeah, I never did like her. Like, also, do you guys remember this? There was a rumor going around. This was years ago. This was back when I was in middle school. There was a rumor going around, and my classmates were actually talking about it. There was a rumor going around about her that she was gay. However, she never came out about her sexuality, but I heard that she was dating Drake at one point. Like, was she dating Drake? Because I know Rihanna dated Drake, if I'm not mistaken, but she's with someone else now. But that's what I heard. And that was years ago when I was in middle school, and I didn't hear anything else about it, so I guess it was just a rumor. But if she was gay, she never came out. But that's not my business, what your sexuality is. But I just hope it wasn't for like a publicity stunt. Because like I said, she seemed like the type to do anything for publicity, for money and profit. But yeah, guys, please love yourself, be kind, or try to be. We need more love and compassion in the world. Also, shout out to Bad Bunny and Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga at the Super Bowl. I love the halftime. I like watching the halftime shows to see who's going to perform. I thought it was really nice. He included all people of all backgrounds, and I love seeing diversity. And he's right. Love is stronger than hate. Spread love, not hate. Okay? And I don't care if you disagree with me, chances are you're probably a hateful ass human being, and you're going to be like that until the day you die. How you are as a human being when you're alive, that's who you're going to be when you die. I believe in the paranormal, okay? Like, shut up. Agree to disagree. You're hateful ass. But I loved the halftime. The Seattle Seahawks, they won. I'm not really a fan of football, but they won. I love the halftime show. And, yeah, everything was nice. I enjoyed the Super Bowl. I enjoyed the performances. Coco Jones did a great job with Whitney Houston, tribute, Charlie Puth. And one of my favorite bands was there, Green Day. Shout out to Green Day, singing some of their hit songs, like American Idiot. #1 favorite song. Let me show you guys my Valentine's Day outfit real quick. Okay, so let me show y'all real quick. Okay, I'm gonna be incorporating pink and red in my outfit, but with a little bit of black. I have this black velvet skirt. Black. That's the same black velvet skirt I wore for Christmas. And I wore this for Christmas also. That is my bright red cardigan. And then I have this baby pink tank top. It's, it's a pink colored tank top. I don't really consider it to be baby pink. And then I have this lacy lingerie tank top I'll be wearing on top of the pink one. Alright, and that is my Valentine's Day fit. That is it for the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. I think I'm going to do my makeup pretty simple. I'm probably going to wear like some eyeliner and some like glitter silver eyeliner and like a bright red lip. Just nothing crazy, just something simple. I need to get another black lipstick because I ran out of the one that I was using. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. And if you are afraid of your freedom, then chances are you're afraid of your own personal freedom. I will see you guys in the next video.